Okay, this is my audition for the Pokemon commentary for 2014 for the Nationals and the Worlds at Washington D.C. Now, I just want to say will be a matchup of Sigilyph, which is on the bottom, which is also me, and on the top, my sister playing Garchomp. Now, just want to say before anyone gets mad, there are probably 2 errors in this game, which me and my sister both did, and that was just because I thought a chorus was an N. But other than that, this game will be a fun matchup. Sigilyph doesn't normally get played, and Garchomp is starting to fade out of style. Now, here's the first turn. Sigilyph, standard Psychic, plays Sharon, and I draw Sky Arrow Bridge, and then you draw into Mewtwo. Now, that's pretty good at the moment since I have Escape Rope. Now, if you notice in the top right, you can't see it. There will be a Swablu. So there was an option for an OTK off the Altaria, but it's still first turn, so we both can evolve. So I saved the Sigilyph as a bluff. Now, she draws. Now, she's playing with a Terrakion up first. That's not a good start for a Garchomp. Let's just say that you can't attack. You can't retreat easily. It's very hard. I mean, it's a big legendary. It can't retreat anyways. But this just sets up Sigilyph perfectly since there is a double colorless in hand. There's so many options. There's the double colorless, 2 of them actually. So you play down the Mewtwo probably. And with the Mewtwo, you can use an Escape Rope for an OTK there. If you notice it, right next to the Psychic Energy. And here comes the Swablu, flapping itself up. Flap, flap, flap. And probably play 1 or 2 trainers. Nope. And knockout. Yeah. Kind of ironic because it's called X-Ball and Pokemon X and Y just came out. But okay. Terrakion is put up. Now, that just means he only has 1 basic. This is a tough situation. Normally, a basic in this situation would be creamed by Mewtwo. So she needs to draw into something with a trainer. Or she has to have a card in her hand. That's very necessary for the situation, or it'll pretty much be a 2-turn kill with Mewtwo. So she does play a Sharon to try to get some basics. Let's see what she gets. And she gets, let's see. Come on. Anytime now. How long does... Okay, so she does get an Emolga that can help her set up her field longer. What else does she get? Anytime now. It's just a game. Okay, then. She just gets the Emolga and she can't do anything. That sucks. Just to be honest. There goes the Sigilyph. The Sigilyph is fully modified. Play down the Hypnotoxic Laser. Just in case she does get something. It is heads. So he is asleep and it is poisoned. And then here comes the damage. That'll be 60 plus 1 for poison. And that'll conclude the turn of Christopher on the bottom. Goes to the top. Roll for sweep. Does not wake up. Sucks to be a Terrakion right now. So, she did not draw a card, so she will draw a card in like a few seconds. She plays another Sharon. Now, let's hope she gets something else in this. I mean, just Emolgas, she can't survive. She needs energies. That's the one thing about a Garchomp, guys. Garchomp decks need energy. Sigilyph decks, they don't need it as much because they pretty much have natural immunity. But Garchomp decks need the energy early, and just like 1 or 2, and once they get that Garchomp out, they start wrecking. But in this situation, they don't. So she has to roll again. She wakes up pretty much useless since Mewtwo would knock it out with the poison. See, in this situation, I'm debating with the double colorless what to do. I'll probably just attach it to the Mewtwo to give it 80 damage per turn. And then play down Sigilyph. And then, if you notice, it's weird. Playing a Hue. Now, that just limits her hand size. It seems so cruel, but I get to draw 2 cards, and she discards to 5. That's a key situation here. If you notice, I get a Super Rod and a Juniper. Perfect luck here. Can't get any better hands than that. And pretty much Mewtwo knocks out, and now it's going to be a 6-4 game. She's just discarding 7 cards, so it's going to be difficult for her. And there's the 7 cards. And Mewtwo will knock it out, and that'll be a 6-4 game. Just to remind you guys. Now she gets to choose to put a Pokemon up. It's not that hard. She puts up the second Terrakion. This is good. It's got a natural immunity, but it's only 80, so won't be able to last 2 turns. Place down an energy, hoping to hit it for 30 at least. This will help set it up, but there isn't much more you can do in this situation. All right, so now it's a draw. So you got the Archeops. Now you're wondering, why would someone have an Archeops in a deck? Archeops prevents evolutions, and most decks now are playing either evolution types like Empoleon or types like Blastoise or Emboar. Now, Archeops prevents any evolutions from the hand. That does not mean you can use, that does mean you can use Zorua, and that does mean you can use Evolutionary Soda. But for this match, there is none of that, so Archeops will walk up the game. And Archeops is just good in general because it does put a pain in most players' sides. So with the Archon, you can now discard the Archon into the graveyard and then play a Plume, or you can play a Twisted Mountain. This is just a really good show of how Archon is so usable, but so underplayed now. There goes the damage onto Terrakion, and the turn is over. Oh yeah, and there goes the Archon to the hand. Now, yeah, this is the part where it kind of gets boring. Things are happening from my hand, but I don't know what she has in her hand. So now it's Pokémon, because I'm trying to figure out if she has something good or if she has something bad. Oh, she plays Chorus. Now I instantly assume it's an N because I thought there was only N. So then I'll fix it up. You'll see by getting the Archon back into my great hand. Using a Skyless and stuff like that. But I will fix what I did wrong. So I do take the hand size reduction, and she understands. So just clarifying that error for all Pokemon fans and Pokemon personnel. So she played Chorus. Her hands are dealt. She gets looks like 3 or 4. She'll draw. And let's see what happens next. Alrighty then, she puts down a Gible. That is very needable in this situation. So now it's a race between Gabite and the Archeops. If she can get the Gabite down, it'll probably be over before Sigilyph can get to it. 4 prizes, that can pretty much be wrecked by Mewtwo if Mewtwo gets knocked out. Now, got the Archeops in hand, got the Super Rod, that's very unlikely. Play the Juniper. See what I get. I'll play the Level Ball. You'll notice I'll get it to the graveyard. That like the proper way it was supposed to be. Play the Level Ball, search for Archon, and then search for the other Archon using that Level Ball. See, that Archon goes to the grave due to the previous hand mistake. Now the other Archon goes to the hand. Now Archons in this situation also used for preventing you from decking out, because they can be an extra card multiplier. Alright. So, after that, I will play Skyla. Or at least I thought I played a Skyla. Oh well. Don't know anymore. Then I play N. I don't know what happened there. Kind of funny misplays here. Probably because I was distracted. But then we both N. Now it's a 6-card to 4-card lead. She does have the card advantage here, but she is down 2 prizes. And it's probably about to be another 6-3. Now I look at the hand. Let's see. Play Crushing Hammer. There's no reason why except to get my hand lower so then I don't draw into it again. It's heads. I discard the card. Blah, blah, blah. I next play Silver Mirror. No points, but it's just to reduce the hand size. And Knockout. Yes, another X ball. If only there was a Y ball. But maybe Yvettle will have a Y ball instead of an Evil ball or whatever it's called. But other than that, it is going to be a good game. Because pretty much the Archon is now on the bench, and getting that Ultra Ball in the hand is pretty much GG here. Because once it's on the field, it cannot evolve. And after that, I believe it's my sister's turn. So she does have the energy on the Gible. That is very key here. She can Smokescreen and potentially get to the next turn. But it won't work because there goes. She uses Smokescreen. I search for Archeops, and now she can't evolve. So now the max damage output in this deck is right now 30 damage because it's it's either 10 plus 20 or 20 plus 10 from the Gibble, and that's with a coin flip. The only other damage output would be Terrakion, but Terrakion's in the graveyard and he's super odd. So from pretty much here on, it's going to be a Mewtwo versus Gibbles and Swablues. So Gibbles are now getting eaten by Mewtwo, and that's not good. Alrighty then, so here comes the draw. Played an N. She gets to draw 6, I get to draw 3. Again, another hand advantage for Valerie, the top. From here, I have another double colorless. That's just evil. Now, 2 Sigilyphs powered up. There's no way you can come back from that at all, guys. Even I couldn't come back from that situation with the Garchomp deck. So from here, it's a knockout as long as I flip heads for the smoke screen. And I did that previously. She'll put up the small blue. For the final 2 prize cards, Archeops, she cannot evolve. Now, okay, it's going to be a really funny part here if you look closely. She's going to try to evolve the Gibble. I told her she could not evolve the Gibble. She's going to try anyways. It's hilarious. Yeah. So, I mean, now all the cards are pretty much revealed here. I mean, there isn't much you can do. Even though the deck is running low, this game is pretty much over. I have to give props to my sister because my sister did actually play for 14 minutes a card game that she doesn't normally play. And that's going to be a knockout. I draw a prize. She puts up Gibble, and here's the funniest part. The Gibble goes up. Eventually. Anytime now. So there goes the Gibble. And Gibble. She tries to evolve. And I keep telling her, no, you cannot. Now she's going to tell me, Christopher, you can't do this. If you want to play against me, you got to stop limiting my movements, my moves. It's like, yeah, but this is just to end the game faster. And that's GG right there by Mewtwo. And there's the game. So final totals, it was 6-0, Sigilyph won. Other than that, pretty much we're just cleaning up here. I mean, you can notice, the cards are just being cleaned up one by one. So please stay tuned for this following clip, which will express my thanks to everyone who inspired me to make this video and to everyone who helped me out. Okay, before I sign off and go, I do have to say a few things. I have to say thanks to my sister. She spent 14 minutes battling with me. I have to give her thanks for that. I also have to give thanks to her for giving me all the equipment I could use. Also have to give thanks to Pokemon for giving me the opportunity to audition for Pokemon, to be a commentator. Also have to thank all the other Pokemon players out there. Anytime I need advice, I could go to you guys and you guys helped. Or any other times that I won the battle, you guys were out there and I could play. So, just to remind you guys who I am, I'm Christopher Ord, and I'm trying to become a commentator for Pokemon. If you like this, like the video. And Pokemon, if you like me, just send the email to me. See you guys. Bye.